Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to next week's episode of Game of Thrones, and we are here at the midway point of the season, the mid-season finale, I guess you could say, which I don't know if it's going to be anything extra special, but every single episode of Game of Thrones seems like a fucking finale, man. Last week, obviously, Lord Commander got taken out by his own men, his own people, which fucking sucks. I didn't see that shit coming at all, you know? I didn't think he was gonna die, but again, in this show, it seems like everybody just dies abruptly. Not necessarily abruptly, but like at any moment, anyone can die.
Sad.
It sucks. I really like this character. You know, we are starting to get into the story at the wall more. Like, I feel like at the start, the first season, season 1, season 2 was like, eh. You know, we were getting introduced to characters. It was kind of like, eh. And then season 3, it's actually become one of my favorite storylines out of the 3 in the show. And then they fucking killed the Lord Commander. You know, I really like this character, and I'm pretty pissed off about it, man.
I'm so upset.
You know, it makes sense, obviously. Everybody that goes to the wall, they're like, you know, they could be killers, they could be rapists, they could just be people that don't have a home, they could be anybody, you know, like, so it's not necessarily people with honor or people held at high value, so it kind of makes sense, you know, that you could be turned on at any moment. Plus, they went through a lot, you know, the White Walkers killed a lot of their men, obviously they lost Jon, and they were frozen, they were starving, you know, and tensions were high, and shit kind of popped off, but I'm still pissed about that. And then at the end of the show, Daenerys finally got her whole ass fucking army, literally, and kept all her dragons, which we kind of, you know, predicted that. Yeah. But goddamn, talk about a fucking power spike. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have as much people in her army as, you know, as like the Lannisters or anything like that. But she has some good fighters, and this is a very, 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 very good start, you know, for what's to come whenever she does finally make it to King's Landing, if she even makes it there, you know. But I'm excited to see what the fuck happens this episode. I hope nobody else dies that we care about, but then again, it is Game of Thrones, so can always expect death, guys. We're gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do ask, if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for us. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode.
Based on whose information?
Sir Jorah Mormont. He is serving as advisor to the Targaryens.
You bring us the whispers of a traitor.
I miss Ned. This was such a badass scene. I love seeing the dragons. I can't wait for them to be like full grown. The motherfucker got burned alive. That's a horrible death. Hey, that motherfucker was an asshole. Deserved it. Shit. I don't know. Who do you think's gonna be like by the time this show finishes? Obviously, Game of Thrones. The whole thing is like trying to become king or queen, be on the throne. Who do you think is gonna be standing above everybody else at the end? Who do you think is gonna be on the throne at the end of the show when it fully ends? You think her? I don't know. I don't know. We could get introduced to a new character maybe. But I would probably think either her or Robb. I don't think it's going to be Joffrey still. I don't think it's going to be Stannis. You know, Stannis, obviously, he's the rightful heir and everything like that. But he doesn't really seem like he has much going for him after losing that big battle. But I think it's going to be her or Robb too. Unless it's a character we haven't been introduced to yet. Lord of my defenders. Damn.
Show me the truth. Strike this man down if he is guilty. Give strength to his sword if he is true. Lord of Light.
Who do you think's gonna win? You think the Hound's gonna die?
Wisdom. For the night is dark and full of terror.
Imagine he just gets his head chopped off the second he turns around. Why is his blood? Like what? Did his blood do that shit? I mean, this show does have some witch shit going on. That's kind of, that is a flex, fighting with a flaming sword. And you know the Hound hates fire too. No more shield. cut his head off. Did he?
No, it just like went.
Lord, cast your light upon this man.
Oh, I thought that shit went through his like skull after he cut that. What you gonna do with your Lord of Light? Lord of Light ain't got no strength compared to the Hound.
He will.
No way he's still
Not
alive.
today.
No way. No way.
Dear Lord of Light, please. I mean, shit, at this point, what the fuck? God damn. Literally saved him from death. That was death for him. Like, that was 100% death for him. Literally saved him from death. Wow.
There are 19 castles guarding the wall. How many are manned?
3.
You sure of that? Which 3?
Castle Black.
Aye, Castle Black. Everyone knows Castle Black. Which others?
Eastwatch by the sea. And the Shadow Tower.
How many men remain in Castle Black?
1,000.
Liar.
What happens to your eagle after I kill you? Does he drift away like a kite with his strings cut? Or does he just flop dead to the ground?
He's no crow.
I like you, boy. But if you lie to me, I'll pull your guts out through your throat.
I kind of fuck with the wildlings a little bit. I don't know.
I kind of like them too.
It's like nobody in the show is bad, so it's like you can really fuck with anybody. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna think he's a liar though, because they lost so many men and Lord Commander's gone, so everything's gonna be different. Damn, they're back.
I give you the Kingslayer.
Minus a hand.
Pick him up, Locke. You've lost a hand.
No, my lord. He has it here.
Take this away.
Send it to his father.
You'll hold your tongue unless you want to lose it.
They don't want people knowing he got his shit chopped off. Especially with Sansa still in King's Landing.
Stannis Baratheon laid siege to King's Landing. Sailed into Blackwater Bay. Stormed the gates with thousands of men. How can I put this? Your sister is alive and well. Your father's forces prevailed. Sir Jaime isn't well. Take him to Qyburn.
Yeah, he hasn't heard anything about that. You know, he hasn't heard any news. He's been prisoner for so long. Like, again, time in this show.
The corruption has spread. I fear it must be cut away. The safest course would be to take the whole arm off.
And you'll die.
Oh.
You know, Maester. What's your chain?
The Citadel stripped me of it. They found some of my experiments too bold. I can take away the rotting flesh and try and burn out the corruption with boiling wine. With any luck, that will suffice. You'll need milk of the poppy.
No milk of the puppy.
There will be pain.
I'll scream.
Quite a bit of pain.
I'll scream loudly.
He wants to feel all that pain. He's going to take that and use it later. Get his revenge. I'm kind of... This is so weird. I'm kind of rooting for Jaime now. Like, I don't want Rob and them to get fucked up, you know. But I'm rooting for Jaime to go fuck up those guys that did this to him, you know? Like, I just feel some empathy for him. Bitch, I would take all the milk of the poppy. Ah! Oh, sweet Lord, baby. Jesus, I know that hurt. And he's getting boiling wine poured on that bitch later. Sheesh.
I have reason to believe that House Tyrell do not hold the Crown's best interests at heart. You have a good working relationship with the Tyrells. I thought you might look into it before you leave the capital.
I shall do my best.
It's the one Lannister I don't
And your
fucking
best
like
will
still.
prove better than when I asked you to locate Arya Stark.
I assure you that it will.
Like, I understand her character fully. You know, she wants to protect her kids. Still don't fuck with her.
What is it? 12,000 infantrymen the Tyrell family has supplied, 1,800 mounted lancers, 2,000 in support. Provisions, so this city might survive the winter. 1 million bushels of wheat, 500,000 bushels each of barley, oats, and rye. 20,000 head of cattle, 50,000 sheep.
50,000 sheep, bitch! Where you keep them all?
The people are hungry for more than just food. They crave distractions. And if we don't provide them, they'll create their own. And their distractions are likely to end with us being torn to pieces. A royal wedding is much safer, wouldn't you say?
I would.
Wise old lady. I fuck with her.
My lady.
Oh, very well. I won't have it said the House Tyrell refuses to play its part. We'll pay for half the expenses, and the celebrations will go on as planned. Is that sufficient?
Quite sufficient, thank you.
Very good, then. That's settled. Good day.
She said, just let me go live my fucking life. Damn. Oh, Tyrion? Handed the coin or whatever the fuck it's called. First mission complete. You passed.
I'm going to stay on in Smith for the Brotherhood.
Have you lost your mind? When the Lannisters find this place, you think they'll spare the Smiths? They'll cave your head in with your own hammer.
The Lannisters wanted to kill me long before I joined the Brotherhood.
You don't have to do this.
I want to.
Robb needs good men too. We're leaving tomorrow. And then
What? Serve him? Look, I've served men my entire life. These men are brothers. They're a family.
And he's choosing to be here.
I've never had a family.
I can be your family.
You wouldn't be my family. You'd be my lady.
Damn. Sad. You know what I mean? They're just from two different like sides of the world, but
So
Arya spent a lot of time with him. You know, she got close with him. It's been a long time together. I'm kind of sad. They're all parting ways. Now it's just Arya.
Is this a rescue?
I didn't do anything! I'm just a small disgrace!
That's the dude who Jaime's killed his son, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure. Like, you think killing 2 kids that weren't even involved in this war is going to do anything?
It took 5 of you to murder 2 unarmed squires.
Not murder, your grace. Vengeance.
Vengeance.
For what?
Those boys didn't kill your sons. I saw Harry die on the battlefield, and Torrent
Was strangled by the Kingslayer. They were his king.
They were boys!
Leave me to the king. He wants to give me a scolding before he sets me free.
He's gonna kill him.
Escort Lord Karstark to the dungeon. Hang the rest.
Mercy, sire! I didn't kill anyone! I only watched for the guards!
This one was only the Watcher. Hang him last so he can watch the others die.
Please, please
Damn.
don't! They made me do it!
Gotta roll with an iron fist sometimes, man. Tired of dealing with people's bullshit. That's fucked up. The squires had nothing to do with it. Like, they're Lannisters, yeah, but they didn't do anything.
He has to die.
The Karstarks are Northmen. They won't forgive the killing of their lord.
Your mother's right. If you do this, the Karstarks will abandon you.
You tended to their wounds. You brought them supper. Now they're dead.
And more boys will keep dying until this war is over. You need Karstark men to end it.
Spare his life. Keep him as a hostage.
A hostage. Tell the Karstarks that as long as they remain loyal, he will not be harmed.
Yeah, gotta play it smart. Then when the war's finished, you can kill him. It's fucked up, man. He just wanted vengeance for his son. I understand it from his side, but like, did that really make you feel better? Jaime's still out there. You know what I mean? Like, did that actually make you feel better?
Here in sight of gods and men, I sentence you to die. Would you speak a final word?
Kill me and be cursed. You are no king of mine.
He did.
He did it. Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, that was his first execution, right? Damn.
I thought he killed you.
He did.
But how
Thoros, how many times have you brought me back?
It's the Lord of Light brings you back. I'm just the lucky drunk who says the words.
How many times?
5, I think. No, this
Damn.
makes 6.
Could you bring back a man without a head? Not 6 times. Just once.
I don't think it works that way, child.
Feel bad. She was pretty damn young when he died too, and she basically saw it. Like, she didn't see it, but she saw it.
So you've come to see her as well? There is no need. You must keep away from such distractions.
She's my daughter. I want to see her.
You are a king. You don't need my permission.
They actually have a daughter? Okay, a little shocking.
You've grown since I last saw you.
Mother said you fought in a battle. Did you win?
No.
Nope.
I got fucked up. So what is, like, what's the full story here? Is it because, like, her face is fucked up and they're, like, ashamed of her? Because you know people in this world, like, that have disabilities are, like, obviously Tyrion's a dwarf. He's, like, frowned upon, you know?
Once again, I came to the king, begging him to surrender. He told me to bring him my father's head. Then he turned to his pyromancer. Burn them all, he said.
Damn.
Burn them in their homes, burn them in their beds.
That's why he killed the king.
If your precious Randy commanded you to kill your own father and stand by while thousands of men, women, and children burned alive, would you have done it?
Jamie's not a bad dude.
You kept your oath then.
I fuck with Jamie. I fuck with Jamie now. As long as this isn't a lie.
Killed the pyromancer, and then when the king turned to flee, I drove my sword into his back. He meant to burn with the rest of us and rise again. Reborn as a dragon, turn his enemies to ash.
Yep. Because he's a Targaryen, right?
If this is true, why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell Lord Stark?
Stark? You think the Honorable Ned Stark wanted to hear my side?
True.
He judged me guilty the moment he set eyes on me. But what right?
The King's there!
Jamie. My name's Jamie.
I feel bad for him. He's really not a bad person. Jamie, he just jumped up to top 5 characters for me. I really like him. God damn. I fuck with Jamie heavy after that. I hope that wasn't a lie. It didn't seem like it, not the emotion.
My lady, I can't read the words.
You can't? I'll teach you. I'll come when Bert's on duty and teach you. It's easy.
No.
It'll be fun.
Go. We can't.
Why not? What would they do? Lock us in cells?
I wouldn't know where to start.
At the beginning. This word is Egon. Can you see A, E, and G together like that? It sounds like egg. And the title of the whole book is An History of Egon the Conqueror.
Wow. Yeah, not too many people know how to read, you know, during this time, especially a pirate. That's kind of cool, though. Yeah, I mean, I really like Jamie's character now after hearing that. You know, he cares. It's just they're on different sides, you know. Obviously, I'm more rooting for Rob's side, but I'm starting to like every Lannister except for Cersei so far.
Gente djeve gerele I reveletas, kogrondo djevo hedre. The repti.
Imagine this Khal Drogo. Somehow motherfucker's alive.
Bezies agirigle.
Skoroso djevi broza.
Torco nudo.
Grey
Torgonudo.
Worm. All Unsullied boys are given new names when they are cut. Grey Worm, Red Flea, Black Rat. Names that remind them what they are.
Ah, gotta give him a real name.
Hezer broza jeve gemele dreveletas. Menteri evanye evesteletas keskido sogamagon. Gadbag aohe gregogas. Avi hoskas lue broze evesteletas. Munya ao teptas lue brozi e amilie tolie.
Torconudo hocas pesi. Same broji beri. Shibroji es bezo senestas kimbroto. Quinile shibroji melezesco mazedas terrari vabustar. E torconudo sajibroji es bezi egitovi. Deneris germasmo. Jiteptas jiderfe.
Damn.
I'm gonna cry.
Wow. Wow. I respect them. All these soldiers, the Unsullied. Wow.
You only joined us a few days ago. I can't speak to your intentions.
If we
True.
are truly her loyal servants, we will do whatever needs to be done. No matter the cost, no matter our pride.
You're not Lord Commander here. You're just another exile. And I take my orders from the Queen.
Damn. A little bit of heads bumping there, you know?
I can't force them to meet us in the field. And I can't attack them where they're strongest. But I can attack them where they're not. And Casterly Rock can't run away. I'm going to take their home away from them.
Can you do it?
I need men to replace the Karstarks who marched home. There is only one person in this kingdom with that kind of army who hasn't already sided with the Lannisters. The man whose daughter I was supposed to marry.
Damn.
Walder Frey.
Shit. They need his help again. Oh, that's kind of five-head though. Go take their home, kind of like the Greyjoys did to them.
I have good news. I'll be leaving the city soon.
You still want me to come with you?
It's not a question of what I want. It's what you want. You want to go home, don't you?
Of course, more than anything. But maybe it would be better to wait. I've been thinking how dangerous it would be. Not just for me, but for you.
He's piecing it together. He's gonna piece it together. This is gonna throw just a fucking big ass wrench in all the plans of everybody. She thinks she sold him. You see that smile? She was like, damn, I did good. Little does she fucking know.
We need to act first and kill this union in its crib.
And how do we do that?
We find Sansa Stark a different husband.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Tyrion.
Oh my gosh. No. No.
You can't mean it.
I can, and I do.
You should be thanking the gods for this. This is more than you deserve.
Tyrion will do as he's bid. As will you.
What do you mean?
Me?
Marry Sir Loras.
Damn!
What?
She's gonna marry Sir Loras, her brother.
He's heir to High Garden. Tyrion will secure the north. You will secure the Reach.
No, I won't do it.
Yes, you will. You're still fertile. You need to marry again and breed.
I am Queen Regent, not some brood mare.
You're my daughter! You will do as I command, and you will marry Loras Tyrell.
Damn! He just sat them down, laid down the fucking law. That's why I kind of fuck with Tywin. But I feel bad, you know. I think Tyrion's gonna find a way out. I think originally...
It's always summer under the sea. I know.
These end credit songs are so weird now. Anyway, Game of Thrones season 3 episode 5. I feel like it would have worked, but now that Cersei's supposed to marry him, I feel like her and Tyrion are gonna work together to not marry, to make it so they don't have to marry them, you know? Because obviously Tyrion has his girl, you know. I don't think we've seen her in a while, but he has her, and he doesn't want to marry Sansa. He knows Sansa doesn't want to marry him. And then Cersei, she obviously has Jaime. Not only that, but she just doesn't want to marry Loras, you know? So I feel like they're going to figure out a way not to, or they're just going to straight up not do it. You know what I mean? But goddamn, Tywin just laying down the law. That's kind of five-head on his part, though. He's literally securing, like, they have King's Landing, then he's going to secure the Tyrell side, and he's going to secure, you know, Rob's side, the Stark, the North. It's crazy, man. But maybe when Robb goes and moves for the Lannisters' homeland, like he said, that's gonna stop all this and kind of fuck it up too, you know. Or maybe Tyrion will end up siding with the Tyrells, kind of, and like maybe talking to the grandma or something like that, and be like, hey, yo, he got this plan in place. We need to bump up the wedding quick, or you need to get them married quick or something, you know. Maybe he'll go help her since she helped them and said they'd pay for half the wedding, you know. I feel like it's got to be something along those lines. I don't see, like, Tywin's like 5-head plan right there, but I don't see it's. I don't think it's gonna work. Something's gonna happen. Whether it's from Robb going to take their homeland, or whether it's from Tyrion, you know, kind of fucking it up. But good ass episode once again, man. All these Game of Thrones episodes are so damn good every single time, man. I swear to God. Oh, I don't know. There's just so many different storylines going on too. We didn't go back to the Lord. Like, we went to the other side of the wall, but we weren't with like the Lord, the Night's Watch group.
Yeah.
We weren't with them, so we don't see. We haven't seen what happened with them. Which, you know, it's kind of, there's so many different storylines going on. You know, each episode there's always one left out. Like, I think episode 4 didn't have anything with Arya in them. I don't think, but I don't know. This show just does everything so well. Its pacing is so good, because even though sometimes it leaves storylines out, it leaves them out on a good note, so you're not like, you don't completely forget about it, and you're not like, it's not a huge cliffhanger, you know. But Jaime's fucking, you know, whole like finally admitting what happened with the king situation and us hearing it made me like his character even more. Like, he essentially saved thousands of innocent people, because obviously the Mad King was a Targaryen, so he probably wouldn't have died in the fire. You know, everyone else would have died. Children, babies, moms, dads, you know, peeps, just civilians, even the fighters, you know what I mean? And he would have had to kill his own dad too. Like, he couldn't do that, you know? I definitely don't see Jaime as a bad character by any means at all anymore. The only bad thing he did was push Bran out the window, really, you know?
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't die. I feel like he's gonna die. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna die, but I think he's gonna have some big character like arc going on. You know, like, this show has, every single character in the show I feel like has had insane character arcs, but Jaime came in at the show and he was just already peak. You know what I mean? He was the biggest badass there. He had the money. He was known as one of the best swordsmen. The only thing was this whole Kingslayer thing, which, quite frankly, I just thought it was pretty badass, even though I know it's kind of like a disrespectful thing to say, but since he was hand to the king and stuff and killed him, but I feel like it was pretty badass, you know? And then we get to kind of see the fall of Jaime from when he gets captured. He's just a prisoner there. He's still doing his talking and everything like that. Even when he was riding home with Brienne, he was still doing his talking up until the last minute, until he lost his hand. Once he lost his hand, he like lost his identity, I feel like. And that was like a wake-up call for him. And now he's just like different. You know what I mean? He seems different. But it also could be just because he respects Brienne, maybe, because how good of a sword fighter she is. Because he's only different like kind of around her. We haven't seen him really interact with other people too much, you know? So, I don't know. Jaime's character has really grown on me a lot. Literally, I remember at the start of the season, I was like, I hate the Lannisters. You know, I was like, Tyrion's pretty cool, but fuck every other Lannister. And then Tywin started to become pretty cool, you know, when they introduced him. And then now Jaime, I fuck with Jaime. Cersei, I still don't like her. But essentially every other Lannister I like, you know?
Me too.
But, damn, man, it's fucked up too. I didn't think Robb was going to end up killing him. I thought he was going to keep him as prisoner. Killing, what was his name? Rickard? The dude who killed the Lannister boys?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna do it.
I didn't think he was gonna do it either. Like, at first, like, you could see in his eyes he wanted to really bad, but I thought after hearing, like, you know, just wait, you know, you need the men, you know, you need the Carstarks, however it's pronounced, you need them. So I thought he was just gonna hold him as prisoner, but he didn't, man. You know, he was out for vengeance, because Robb, you know, I feel like he's a good leader. You know, he doesn't want to hurt innocent people. He doesn't want to hurt especially children. You know what I mean? Other leaders, sometimes they don't give a fuck. Kill everybody. You know, whereas Robb doesn't. So it's kind of cool seeing that. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this now, because he said the only other person he can really go to for help for men to replace those guys that left him is Walder Frey, the dude he already made the deal with to cross the bridge, remember? and he said he was going to marry his daughter, and then he backed out of it. So he already broke one deal with him, so he's going to have to go back and try and broker a deal again. But this time it's like, the motherfucker's not going to trust you, you know? So how are you going to work that? Not only that, but what do you have to offer? Because you're already married now. You know, you think your brothers are dead. Well, what do you have to offer? Imagine he's like, I'll get my mom to marry you. You know what I mean? I mean, she's widowed, you know? I could see that. Because, like, what else can you offer? You know, I'm sure they don't have a fuck ton of gold to spare or anything like that right now, since they're at war. So I don't know. I'm so curious as to what's going to happen in every single storyline. Everything on the other side of the wall. I feel like John, they're going to think he's a traitor because I feel like all the information he gave him, I feel like it was correct, but because of everything that happened, they're not going to be there, you know? They're going to be at different locations, or not as many men, you know what I mean, or just none at all. There's so much stuff going on in this show, so much building, and again, we're at like that midway point in the season, and it seems like every season they do this where it's like we're just building a fuck ton of shit, and then like episode 9, episode 10, even episode 8 maybe is gonna be when it explodes and we get to see like just all the effects of it, and I'm just so excited for it. I'm so glad we started this show. I fucking love it. But guys, let us know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. We hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you all did enjoy the video that you just watched. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest supporters over on Patreon. The homie Supernova, the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Dude Tim, and the homie Silas Kane. Shout out to you guys for supporting me at my highest tier over on Patreon, guys. Link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below, to get access to a bunch of cool things such as early access, full-length reaction, polls, and tons of other stuff, man. Appreciate all you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.